Welcome back. Shootings at Fort Washoe and Vieux Fort, along with an accident on the Mont Castries, have been recorded by the St. Lucia Fire Service in the last 24 hours. According to Fire Service spokesperson Stacey Joseph, officers at the Fire Service headquarters received a call at 9:15 p.m. on Monday regarding a shooting.
The officers found one 50-plus-year-old male lying on his back on the ground in the care of police officers. A rapid assessment revealed that the patient sustained several penetrating wounds on his body. He was transferred to an awaiting ambulance and subsequently transported in a stable condition to the OKU hospital, where he was left in the care of a medical practitioner.
There was also a report of a shooting in Vieux Fort Monday night.
Officers at the Vieux Fort Fire Station responded to a call relating to a possible shooting incident on Monday, 26th April at approximately 9:10 p.m. at Bacadère Vieux Fort. Emergency personnel found a male individual appearing to be in his 30s with a penetrating wound to his posterior. The patient's wound was treated and he was provided rapid emergency transportation to the St. Jude Hospital for further medical attention.
Stacey Joseph also gave details surrounding an accident on Tuesday morning.
An emergency call came into the fire service headquarters on Tuesday, 27th April at approximately 8:10 a.m. for a motor vehicular incident on the Mont Castries. It was reported that there was a head-on collision between a minibus and an SUV. The responding officers found 3 persons who were reportedly involved in the incident on the scene with police officers. One of the individuals was transported in a stable condition to the OKU hospital for further medical care. No other persons were reported injured or affected by this incident.
That was Fire Service spokesperson Stacey Joseph. A collision between 2 vehicles at the entrance of the Cicero Gap Tuesday morning is being viewed as a teachable moment, as one witness says this particular site has been an area of concern for years. The witness says hopefully this incident will cause the powers that be to take measures to make the intersection safer for all. Rochelle Gonzalez has more.
A collision between a grey Kia Sportage and a white minibus brought traffic to a crawl early Tuesday morning. The incident occurred shortly after 8 a.m. Thankfully, there were no serious injuries. Father Fernando Wilson of the St. Benedict Catholic Church, which is situated across from where the incident took place, said the church has voiced concerns about the safety of the junction in the past.
I've been watching several times because I go every day. I pass this way to say the Mass at the Kubaral. But the people, those who come here, they're very much reluctant because it is a highway and it's very, very speedy. The vehicles which they pass, they are speed up and the people are reluctant to pass. Here the road is playing a vital role because that leads to Cicero School and OKU Hospital, and this side it leads to Arthur Louis College and to St. Benedict Parish. So this we have been telling that to save the lives of the people, we highly request that you need to put the speed bump for both sides so that people will be well protected and people will become aware. They need to be conscious of the lives of the people, especially to value the life of the people. We need to cooperate with the government. So we request the government to take a serious action or stern action to put the speed bump and save the lives of the people.
Father Wilson said hopefully this incident will serve as an eye-opener to the powers that be.
I think we have requested from the president of the parish to write a request letter to the concerned department. I don't know, they have been telling that they will be doing, but still it is a vivid experience today, this morning, what we noticed. So that will be the evidence. So we need not write even letter. The government can watch what is happening because the life is very precious than anything else.
Police are investigating the matter. Reporting for Hot 7 News on the scene of the incident, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Concerns over infrastructural projects taking precedence over safety net programs continue to swirl in the public domain. For local government minister Leonard Montoute, one is not more important than the other. He says there are many instances throughout the COVID-19 pandemic where both were done simultaneously.
The UWP administration has been accused of prioritizing roads over providing social safety nets for citizens throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. While government did provide assistance for some under the ERP through the Social Stabilization Program, some say that the assistance has not been enough and had not targeted all those affected by the pandemic. On this segment, on Monday night, Local Government Minister Leonard Montoute stood firm in his belief that the two are not separate and that government played its part throughout the pandemic.
It's not like we didn't provide social safety nets. I gave you a list from my ministry alone.
Yes, right.
Okay, all the poverty assistance program, the electricity, health, food distribution, hampers, all of those things were done. So it's not one or the other, it's both were done. And also, quite apart from what my ministry did, most of the parliamentary representatives did their own thing from the constituency office. I can tell you, for example, since it's grossly we're talking about, I had my own hamper drive. I have a weekly food distribution program, which has always been going on, but it was increased during COVID times.
Right.
We provide assistance for people in different ways, in terms of food hampers, some assistance for school. We provided a number of devices. Last year for the reopening of school, I gave over 200 devices.
Montoute says that despite having to provide support to citizens, government had to find ways to keep the country afloat.
Our main industry is tourism. Because of COVID, that was shut down, literally shut down. You find that we could not have provided jobs for everyone who was displaced, but to the extent that we could, we had to get involved in capital projects to keep the economy going, get a few people employed, and to ensure that families were still able to sustain themselves, but at the same time doing projects that were necessary, because a lot of those things were in the planning anyway. It was part of our vision, part of our goal to do those things. So we took the opportunity to do it, and I think that kept our economy from total collapse. It helped a lot of families. At least one person in the family was still employed, and things like that. So there was a need for it. When you have crises like war, you have disasters, usually you find infrastructural projects are done to help boost the economy, to help keep the economy going.
According to Montoute, some 70 roads have been resurfaced in the Grosley constituency, all while catering to the basic needs of constituents. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
Candidates vying to become the elected Member of Parliament for Choiseul-Saltibus have agreed to participate in a youth town hall series. The first in the series was hosted on Saturday, the 24th of April, with the St. Lucia Labour Party's candidate for Choiseul-Saltibus, Dr. Pauline Antoine Prosper. Youth in the Choiseul-Saltibus constituency have organized a town hall series with the political candidates to ensure that they have a forum to question and discuss issues of relevance to them ahead of the next general election constitutionally due this year. The candidate for the St. Lucia Labour Party, Dr. Pauline Antoine Prosper, was the first to face the youth on Saturday, the 24th of April, at the Morgouche Community Centre. A range of issues were brought up by youth, including access to affordable healthcare, water woes in the constituency, the preservation of Choiseulian artistic traditions like craft and pottery making, expanding the technical offerings at the Choiseul Secondary School, and much more. Youth and Sports Officer Jonathan Chalon says he was impressed with the level of questioning from the youth.
The objective of the Town Hall series is to afford our youth cohort an opportunity to dialogue with the persons who seek to represent them. We have three very interesting candidates who are going up to represent Choiseul, and we felt it would be an opportune moment during Youth Month to get that audience with them. Really, the theme for this Town Hall series is share, listen, learn, an opportunity where we can dialogue with potential MPs as to what their vision is, share with them our concerns, listen to what they have to say, and they in turn listen to us as young people because we have a voice, and to learn from each other.
Dr. Prosper highlighted the Labour Party's intention to develop a youth economy. She argued that the education system has not seen the level of investment that it should have amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. That, she says, is an indictment on the current administration.
It is a very stressful situation. Some parents don't have the means. They cannot buy a device. Some of them have lost their jobs. They cannot get the resources. Schools just reopened, and some schools are reporting that they have not seen a number of children at school. Some parents are still fearful of sending their children to school because we know the pandemic is everywhere. And so it is a situation that we have to manage well. It's a situation where we have to put the resources where they are needed. We need to get the resources to the children. We need to make it a priority that children get devices to learn.
Shalon says the hope is that the town hall series can lead into a debate among the candidates.
For us, we really wanted to have all three candidates and then have all three of them at the table debating and dialoguing. And they're making it clear, the decision is not just theirs, there are party considerations to make. What we're hoping is we can find that common ground where they're comfortable with what the rules, the regulations, the guidelines are, to really have that debate. So I'm really looking forward to all the candidates engaging and having that opportunity for us to have the debate. For now, it's just the dialogue, but I think that's a very important first step, which can really lead to getting us the debate. It's just a group of young, concerned citizens. We have zero budget for this, so if you receive a letter from us, don't be shy to support us as we give young people a voice and an opportunity to dialogue with persons in authority.
There are 3 candidates vying to become the Member of Parliament for Choiseul-Saultebus. They are the SLP's candidate, Dr. Pauline Prosper, the incumbent MP and candidate for the United Workers' Party, Bradley Felix, and independent candidate, Dr. Alphonsus St. Rose. The Choiseul-Saultebus Town Hall series will continue with the incumbent MP, Bradley Felix, meeting with youth to field their questions and listen to their suggestions regarding all aspects of community development. Stay with us, there's more news after the break.